Hi, I'm Katie, and this is Rob.
And you're watching KR Compares.
I feel like there should be like a Disney Channel kind of equivalent, you know, where it's like, you're watching Disney Channel.
Yeah. See if anybody traced what I just drew. No, it's actually really weird. I shouldn't do that. Don't trace that. Anyway. Sophomore humor. Anyway.
Well, I think it makes sense, especially for what we are trying today.
Booze?
No, it's Happy Dad. I feel
like... All right.
Does that not make sense?
That Dad would... I guess in that case, Dad is probably happy. Okay, so... Happy... First off, what is Happy Dad?
It's a seltzer?
Hard seltzer. Gluten-free hard seltzer, which I expect to be gluten-free to be honest.
Well, because it's a sugar brew, so it's not a malt brew or whatever like any of those. It's a sugar brew.
Carbonated water, alcohol, natural flavor, cane sugar, citric acid, sodium citrate, potassium citrate, whatever. No artificial sweeteners. 100 calories, basically like 20 grams of sodium, 2 grams of carbs, 1 gram of sugars, which is just from alcohol. If ever there was a can of beer that could have just said beer on it for like a movie, because
that's what these look like.
That's what this. It could not be more simple and more generic, and I actually don't mind that because now there's like too much. It's like Coors, taste the Rockies. Here the pictures of like here it's just like it always like we've got a special can to let you know when your beer is cold. Like I can just feel my beer can and know it's cold.
Oh
like,
yeah, wasn't that actually
that was a thing?
Gimmick?
Yeah. So this one just it's beer. This is so, and in film that's what you do. You want like stuff that has no brand. So this is just like, what do you have it? Oh, beer brand beer. Like.
So yeah, this is hard seltzer, not beer, but
yeah,
in the same kind of vein.
Okay, so
we just came across these when just perusing Kroger. Mm-hmm. Never heard of this brand before. So supposedly they have been around since 2021. They are, I believe, from Orange County.
Here?
California, yeah.
Oh.
It is. I guess the founders are from a podcast. We've never listened to this podcast. I don't know anything about it.
I like the name Happy Dad. Like, all right, that's cool. That sounds like a nice.
Yeah, and so when I went online to their website, they have a lot of merch, like polos, windbreakers, hats, the straw hats. You know.
When did this come out?
2021.
So, they went hard on the merch.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Which makes sense, though, if you have a fan base from said podcast. And what is
then, yeah. What do you know when the podcast started?
I do not know. It's called Full Send Podcast.
Full Send?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I saw. That's what I wrote.
I'm not familiar. I don't listen to podcasts.
I mean, if I do, it's
like I know
of
them. Like, I know, Joe Rogan, or Two Bears, One Cave. That's kind of, I get clips of that, though. Mm-hmm. That's kind of funny. Or that, actually, Tom Segura has one with his wife. Mm-hmm. That's kind of funny. But I only get clips. I don't watch them. Yeah. Do people watch podcasts or listen to podcasts?
Well, yeah. So, like, I think they're more common, like, if you're commuting or... Radio alternatives.
Yes. Really? Okay. Well, it's funny because, like, I'll listen to, like, people playing Dungeons & Dragons, and it's usually, like, the roleplay series or whatever.
That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I'll just, like, listen to that one, like, doing dishes, whatever. So I guess that's similar if you just something to keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
And you don't want to just listen to music all the time. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you're like, all right, we got some high energy power metal, and then you're like, it's too early for high energy. Let me just listen to something goofy.
No, sometimes you just want something in the background that's kind of casual listening.
Okay. So
that's all I really know. But they do have a lot. They very much lean into that like bro culture of kind of like football and like.
I don't care about football. Also, when I think of football, I don't think of seltzer.
No, but like when you think of like the types of clothes and stuff that they had, it's like polos and. Jerseys.
Is that bro? That's like upper middle class bro.
Yes, those are like rich
that's
people.
That's not the same kind of bro.
That's like people I went to college with.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Anyway, that's all I know. Oh, and then the weird thing is, so they have a collab with Death Row Records.
Oh, that's right.
Because I saw Snoop was on like one of the pieces, and I was like, what the heck? But so Snoop owns Death Row Records.
Right.
So I guess they have a collab where he has like some kind of like investment in something. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting. That's about it. They have a slew of like a handful of flavors that we're gonna try. So there's 4 in this. It's a variety pack.
Pineapple, lemon lime, watermelon, and wild cherry.
I'm hoping the wild cherry is decent.
I know.
And then I know they also have like not spiked. Like alcoholic iced tea, like a variety of stuff.
Oh, I mean,
which could be interesting.
So our plan going forward, we've got 1 or 2 more of these after this episode of seltzers for our seltzers shenanigans.
Then we're just going to call it because, like we mentioned in some of the previous episodes, these are like hydras, okay? Yeah. You cut off what you're like, I'm making a dent in this.
And then
it's going to be great. And then there's a new variety. There's a new there's a new
one that's like different popsicle flavors, similar to the one we had before. It was like the Red Rocket, whatever one it was called.
Red, White, and True?
Red, White, and True. But there's one similar to that where it's like that flavor plus like orange Sokol and a few others. And I'm like, that sounds really good for the summer this year. But like, we're going to be doing this forever.
Then we'd be doing this, and then that would be the entirety of the channel.
Exactly. And that's actually kind of like, it was about a third of our last year's channel. So this is the first seltzer we're doing of this year, which is pretty good considering we're about 10 episodes into this year now, almost.
I think that we're making progress.
So
folks.
We'll do a couple more of these. And then I think we'll just do like 1, 2, or perhaps 3 episodes with like superlatives or like best flavors, best like little awards that we kind of give out to like the seltzers that we find most interesting. But we're not going to rank them in any significant way. We're not going to do like a bracket because I think it's just too subjective. More of like, we'll give them each like, look, if you like bitter, go with this one. If you want it to be true to its flavor, go with this one. If you like cherry, this is the best cherry flavor, this, whatever. Stuff like that. And we'll work that out. That's going to be a little more complicated for us to do on the back end. I think we'll have to see how we want to plan that out. But for now, we are coming to the end of this because as much as I like seltzers, like, and how quick these episodes are, I'm over seltzers.
That's fair.
So, anyway, we are going to have a commercial break, and then we're going to try each one of these in order of the one that we choose, the order of.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. We will see you shortly.
I'm not planning this. I have no idea what's going on. You want wild cherry last?
Sure.
That's the one that you like the most? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think you will like least? I feel like pineapple could be good or terrible.
I think we should go with lemon lime first because not because I think I will like it the least, but I think most of the packs we've tried have had some version of a lemon lime.
Okay, so we can do that first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of like our baseline. Then watermelon maybe because we have a couple that had watermelon and that one I'm not.
That was more all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so lemon lime. Oh, it smells like paint thinner. That's a weird smell. Maybe like nail polish?
Yes, that's what I was just thinking. Nail polish remover.
It smells like nail polish remover. Here we go. Salud. I'm gonna sip. You don't look at my face.
You know what? It may be fine. I can't even see on like the viewfinder because I'm blind.
Wow.
Ugh.
Okay. All right. So a couple notes. No carbonation.
No.
None. Like no carbonation. Which I actually.
Did it go off?
Did it go off? I don't.
You know, like how. Certain things like it. Maybe. Well, no. That is. I'm sorry.
That's pretty bad. There's almost no flavor. Like almost no. I get hints of lemon and lime. It's like
the most bitter parts of. It's like the pith.
Yeah.
So you know, like if you're going to be cooking or baking or something, you're trying to have an essence. You usually use the zest.
Yeah, that's kind of
like someone totally forgot about the zest, and they're like, you know what? We still have this pith over here, and I don't want to throw it away. And you just put the bitter part, with the alcohol, and just let it sit there.
It wouldn't be the first time we've had a bitter seltzer either. Interesting. That's not what I expected. But it's also like, that's a good description. Okay, that's bad.
Okay, I need just have a little bit of water.
All right, watermelon. All right, that smells like watermelon.
Okay, that at least does not smell
like nail polish
remover. Like nail polish remover.
Okay. That's not what a watermelon tastes like. What is it? It's a melon. I don't know if it's a watermelon.
No, I think it's kind of like a watered down watermelon candy.
Yeah.
But
it's very weak on the flavor.
Yeah.
When I think about like dads drinking, like this is lighter than I feel like a dad would drink.
Yeah.
Like I feel like dads drink heavier stuff. This is something mom would drink. This is happy mom.
Well, I mean,
like
it's even lighter than Coors or
that is almost water. And actually, even without carbonation, it's really It's barely carbonated.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically water. Okay.
I wonder though if you poured it into like a glass, would we see any carbonation?
We can try that.
We'll do that during our final thoughts, I think.
Okay. This is pineapple. Barely smells like anything. Yeah, to really get a sniff in there.
It smells, at least it has a hint of sweetness, so...
Well, so did the other one, kind of.
Not the lemon lime.
No, that one definitely did not.
That's the best one we've tried so far.
That's not a compliment. That's not good. Again, it's like they took the outer edge, the pith of the pineapple, and they just kind of took that part of flavor because it contains another sweetness. It doesn't contain a strong flavor.
when you initially when it hits your tongue, there is like a hint of sweetness and then it goes away
immediately. They make the joke about LaCroix being like, oh look, LaCroix tastes like someone shipped a crate of limes next to a case of water, and that's really what this is. And I can't even and it goes down smooth like. I guess
is it also just me, but like because of the alcohol, like I feel like it just dries out my throat more than feeling refreshing.
Yeah. So. Well, here I'll keep this for my final thoughts.
Okay.
All right, that's really disappointing. I guess the flavor is just as bland as the cans are. All right, that smells like wild cherry.
Ooh. That at least smells.
Katie likes her cherry flavor. If she doesn't like this. Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? There's two flavors there.
There are.
There's something that hits your tongue immediately, and there's a weird bitterness that hangs around, almost like a black cherry, but it's not.
No.
What is that?
I don't know. It comes across kind of medicinal. So kind of like if you're having like a cough syrup or something. There's something like some kind of an aftertaste that is the lingering part. Try that again.
Huh. No. Do you like it? Well, I guess that's... Well...
No, I don't. I could see what they're trying to do. It did smell the most like what it was supposed to.
I mean, I guess technically they tasted... very, very vaguely what they were trying to go. We've had some stuff where we tasted like this is not even close to the flavor you're trying to get.
So I mean, I appreciate that at least.
But also, it's just if when the flavor you're trying to get is this fruit, it's not hard. When it's things like like rocket popsicle or whatever, and it was like it tastes like a rocket pop. Like how the hell that's a complicated flavor. Or like we've had yogurts that taste like blueberry cheesecake. Oh, they nailed it or whatever, right? And so, but that's a complex flavor. The flavor here is cherry. Yeah. So. But there's very little of that flavor, and it's just the lack of carbonation isn't great.
That is
just
the strange
have water.
part. It's just really cold alcohol.
Yeah, there's no carbonation. There's no. It's just,
I would appreciate it. Doesn't have to be like especially like Americans, right? Where we're like blue raspberry. That doesn't exist in nature, okay? But we know, like for some reason, as a collective, we know what blue raspberry is supposed to taste like, even though it's been like engineered in a lab, right? These are fairly straightforward. Like we all know what sweetened cherries taste like, or even just fresh cherries. That we eat fresh cherries quite often in the summer. That doesn't taste like a cherry to me. It had that initial taste, and then it's overpowered by something that's quite unpleasant.
Yeah. Well, it's it's a flash of flavor, and it's gone. Just like and then it's not even like a strong flash. Just like All right, we're gonna collect our thoughts. You can probably see where we're going with this, and we'll be back after a word from whoever's gonna say a word. All right, so Katie had asked about this is the one we opened most recently, so let's just pour this.
So there is carbonation.
So that'd be pouring it really aggressively. But, I mean, that's just... I mean, there's barely any carbonation. You see, like, you see the bubbles flying there.
They're very tiny bubbles.
They're small bubbles, so there's
But they're few and far between, I think.
Yeah, so this is not much carbonation. Look. Like and I'm going to look up... I mean, this is clear enough to be water. Which there's no... I don't know. All right, I want to do something else. I'm I'm gonna compare this
to what?
A LaCroix.
So, by definition, there is some carbonation. So
Yes, I mean, so it is carbonated for sure. But if you were to compare something like that to, say, even a LaCroix, I already see the difference there. I guess it looks similar. But this has far more carbonation. Not that much more. But I mean, like...
No, I don't
Do you
know.
like LaCroix? Do you want to pretend to be drinking booze? Like... I mean, is this gonna...
I think the difference, though, is when you do have a LaCroix, like, it's still... You can feel the carbonation on your tongue.
Yeah.
I don't really feel that with this. It mostly just feels like cold alcohol water.
Yeah. Huh.
Could you save these? Like, is it even worth ranking them? Because we didn't really like any of them.
No, they're terrible. Oh, I guess we have to choose 2 to move on.
Do we?
Because otherwise we're going to have 4 move on. All right, we're 2 moving on.
Maybe the pineapple and the watermelon because they kind of tasted like what they were supposed to.
Oh, that's the first time cherry's not moving on anywhere.
No, it was...
Yeah,
sorry,
the
it was
lemon lime was really bad. The cherry was pretty bad. That's fine with me. At this point, it's just crapshoot. They all suck. Okay, so yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
For our taste. I don't...
Look, if you've ever had a Bud Light and you thought to yourself, this tastes too strong, let's go with something lighter. But I still want alcohol. I mean, I don't know. Can you just... I wonder if you could distill like 200 proof, like perfectly 100% ethyl alcohol, and just take a like an eyedropper and just put it in a glass of water. Because that's basically what this is. Like, and you should never drink for the sake of getting drunk, and that's not what I think this is for. So you want to enjoy the flavor. You want to be a little refreshing.
You want to have the taste, and it's supposed to be an experience. Unless the experience is you want to make funny faces.
Yeah, that's a pretty hard no for me. This is not going to do well in whatever the finals.
Whatever our ranking is.
Yeah.
Sorry, maybe they have better flavors. If you have tried this before, if there are other, because I know they have more than 4 flavors. So if there's something where you're like, hey, this was their starter pack when they were trying to figure things out. But I mean, they've been in business. They will be going on 4 years. So
I'm curious if this has made money, or if it's like made money initially. I mean, I imagine it would start to pick up.
Or do they make more money on the merch?
Who knows? All right. Well, that was a giant flapping disappointment. Anything else?
No, I mean, now we know, right? Because that's the only thing. You don't know unless you try. So
that's true. I am Rob.
And I am a disappointed Katie.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out all of our socials here. If you want to see more content, including live gaming on YouTube or on Twitch, sometimes including Josie, we call her Josie online, or sometimes including myself, otherwise known as Nyando. Otherwise, we'll see you back at our next episode next week. Same bat time, same bat place.
Thank you. And we hope to see you next time.